Alright, so while I'm working through this match in Fortnite, please enjoy. By the way, I want to talk about something that's been making a lot of noise in the community recently, and that's the changes to the V-Bucks. If you haven't heard yet, Epic Games is changing the way V-Bucks work in Fortnite, and honestly a lot of players are calling it what I think it's weird. It's called shrinkflation. Basically what that means is you're paying the same amount of money, but you're getting less V-Bucks than before. Right now, it's just going up. Epic Games has stated that the cost of making Fortnite run servers, paying content creators, etc., has gotten higher than it has been before, and they need to be making just a little bit more money. Oh, hey guy, hello, man. I wonder what that guy was doing. Anyhow, they need to pay more money. They need more money to get Fortnite running as smoothly as it always has been. Which, I mean, I get business expenses and whatnot, but still, I feel like this is going to hurt us a little bit more than actually benefit Fortnite. It'll benefit Fortnite, but I think it hurts us more than it benefits them. For example, one of the most common bundles used to give players 1,000 V-Bucks for about $8.99 US, is now going to only give us 800 for the same price. Now, honestly, I'm going to be honest here, I would prefer them to raise the price of everything by maybe like 10%. Like raise $8.99 to maybe $10.11 and keep the number the same. Keep 1,000 V-Bucks, keep the numbers the same. But instead they're lowering the amount of V-Bucks we get. Like I said, 1,000 is going to go down to that 800 variable. 2,800 is going to go down to 24. 5,000 will go down to 4,500, and 1,350 will go down to 1,250. Now, that means the price of V-Bucks itself has also increased. So now, when you have something in the Fortnite item shop that costs 1,500 V-Bucks, you're spending $15. Before it was just a little bit off, so you felt a little bit better. I know I felt a little bit better, knowing that my whole locker was not worth, that 2 skins wasn't worth $20, especially with bundles and things like that. But now that's going to change, and I'm not sure how I'm going to like it. And even so, I've watched a couple other streamers like TG5, and Typical Gamer as well, Cypher PK, mention this issue, but they kind of just brush over it because I don't think it really affects them as much. Not saying that they're, rich and entitled and whatnot. I don't want to. I hope you guys know that I'm not saying that. But when I first heard this news, I was like, okay, this can be maybe good, but it's kind of stressful for me. I am glad they are lowering the price for the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass, as seen right here, will also be reduced down to 800 V-Bucks. But it also means we're only going to be getting 800 V-Bucks in return. Unlike, the last ever, you spend 1,000 V-Bucks on the Battle Pass, used to be 900, but 1,000 V-Bucks to get 1,500 in return. So even people who weren't playing the game could get those free stuff and were able to, get the Battle Pass after a couple seasons, maybe a year or two of playing the game, which I think will still be possible. It's not that no one said that it's not. I just think it might be a little bit harder, but that's not confirmed or denied yet. A lot of players, me included, feel like the cosmetics were already pretty expensive. I kind of touched on this a second ago. But I feel like it's going to be a lot easier to burn through V-Bucks. Even faster when you have to buy skins, emotes, bundles, etc. I almost feel drained. I am a huge fan of a lot of franchises, and I know a lot of people don't like how many crossovers are coming into Fortnite, and they've already, said several times that this year is going to be the biggest year for crossovers, which a little bit more lag there, but I've already said that I really am excited for that. But it's going to make me want to spend less and less V-Bucks if the item shop prices are also going to remain the same. I mean, yeah, it just kind of sucks, especially for a consumer who doesn't get free stuff like you see these streamers get, which I mean, all deserved. They're giving them money. They're giving people the opportunity to watch them play epic games is game, and so they deserve all that rewards. But it's going to be, I feel like, a lot harder for your average Joe to be wanting to spend money on a game that we love. I mean, there's a reason why Fortnite hasn't died. As many times as it's been closed, I've stopped playing the game every once in a while, take a little break, but at the end of the day, I still come back because Fortnite is a good game. It's a fun battle royale with different mechanics, new updates, consistent updates. That's something you don't get to see a lot of the time. So having something that allows me to support, having something like V-Bucks change. V-Bucks is how I support Epic Games. I spend money on V-Bucks to buy skins that I like, and I play the game longer because I enjoy it. But it's just going to be harder. What I'm trying to say is it's just going to be harder for me to spend money on the game knowing that it's just going to burn faster. Now going over to the Battle Pass and stuff, with Battle Pass items being able to be thrown into item shops now, it's been like that for a while. I haven't actually noticed too many Battle Pass items there at all. I don't think we've seen the Marvel skins come. I don't think we've seen a lot. Right now we have Gorilla Z, I think is their name. They're in. They were a Music Pass, so that's cool. But if the Battle Pass is getting less and less, I would say, relevant, honestly. Ow! That hurt. If we're going to be spending 800 V-Bucks, which is nice, I'm glad that at least that's going down. I'm glad that that's kind of a compromise that Epic Games is giving to us, that that's at least cheaper, and it's still the same price. You know, if I want to spend close to $10 on Fortnite to get the Battle Pass, that's still going to get me the Battle Pass. When I first heard the news, I was worried that that wasn't going to be the case, but that's a bright side to all of this. But yeah, at the same time, the rewards are changing as well. When you finish the pass, you'll earn, I've already really said this, but 800 V-Bucks is it. That's what you're getting. You're not getting any more than what you paid for. So yeah, you're getting skins, you're getting gliders, some emotes. Gonna be honest, I don't use a lot of the Fortnite Battle Pass emotes. This season was the exception. I think this season was an amazing step, and I know that the manager, I can't remember his name, but are really working on ways to make Fortnite more fun. So I hope that next season is the same when it comes to cosmetics, when it comes to gameplay, because I want to feel like I'm getting that I'm what am I trying to say? That I'm trying to get worth out of playing Fortnite. So even though we're only getting 800, I really hope that's good. And now I also hope, I don't know, I haven't seen any information on this, but right now the music and Lego Pass are sitting comfortably at 1,400 V-Bucks, which is now that's $14. If that's gonna say. I hope those prices also lower. I haven't seen anything about that, and I hope that the crew also stays roughly the same. I have heard that the crew is also going to be dropping down its V-Bucks count to 800 V-Bucks, which is interesting because it is a $12 subscription or $13 subscription, and so that'll be interesting. But it also makes sense because you're giving the money to buy the Battle Pass, or the V-Bucks that you would have spent on the Battle Pass. So I think 800 is fair and decent. But now back to the item shop. Think about it. If the item shop prices stay the same, averagely each crossover skin without a backlight, sometimes they are included, are 1,500 V-Bucks. Now that's $15 when the Battle Pass is now $9, roughly. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it out loud and saying, $9, $8.99 for 800 V-Bucks. The US dollar is now worth more than the V-Bucks. So we're spending money to get less V-Bucks than the dollar amount. So now a $1,500 skin is shooting close to $16, $17 with tax included, whatever. Which is it pains me a little bit because I want to spend money on the game. I want to give support. Because not only am I supporting Epic Games for a game that I love, Fortnite, I'm also supporting my creators. I'm supporting creators in the item shop whenever I spend money with their creator codes, I'm supporting them, and it's going to be harder for me to justify spending money on the game when it's just worth less and less. So I think from now, if I want to spend money, I think I'm going to spend money on some V-Buck cards that give me the amount of V-Bucks now. And I don't know if this is a publicity stunt. I feel like it'd be pretty smart if it was. You know, tell the community you're going to drop prices, and then have everyone just buy the physical cards or spend a ton of money now to get those V-Bucks. Ooh, let's get that exotic shotgun. I think we're going to win this game. This is looking good for me. But anyhow, I mean, I hope it's not publicity stunt, because that would be kind of a little scary. I'd feel lied to and betrayed if that's what happened. But at the end of the day, I honestly would be okay with it. If I spend money now to get V-Bucks, and then they kind of go back on what they said, then at least, yeah, I spent money. I was probably going to spend it anyway, but, you know, whatever. I'm kind of getting off check. But at the end of the day, the V-Bucks situation is something players are definitely going to keep an eye on, including me, because, you know, whether you hate the change or love them, Fortnite is still one of the biggest games in the world. Like, there's no way that I think this game is going to die or go away because they're changing the price of V-Bucks, because I think this still has a huge community of great players, and Fortnite's still doing so much for the community, working day in and day out to make the game fun. And as I was saying, I've seen so much of how this game, ooh, awesome kill, how the creators are making next season, Season 2, a blast, and I cannot wait for that, dropping March 19th. Feel free to catch me on stream as I play that. Also probably be posting a video about it here on YouTube and TikTok as well. But yeah. And yeah, we're down to the final players in this match. Thank you for watching and listening to me ramble a little bit. This whole YouTube thing has been a lot of fun. I've been streaming consistently on TikTok and Twitch, so please go follow me there. If you're still here, please drop a subscribe. But yeah, let's continue playing this game. We're doing great. We got 7 kills. I think we easily have this guy. He's pretty low, and I don't think there's a shot. Oh, please come back. You don't want to? That's fine. Man. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you feel about the V-Bucks change? How do you think it affects you? I want to know. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Please and thank you. But honestly, Fortnite, I've said this once, I've said it again, Fortnite is probably one of my top played games in life. I think just on Epic Games, I'm approaching 2,000 hours just of casual gameplay. I'm not all that good. Definitely not to be earning money playing the game professionally, but it's something I've put a lot of time in, and I just hope that this change doesn't cause more hurt than pain. I hope that it really does benefit Epic Games to make this change, that they can do more with it, and that I'm not just overreacting. I've been hitting some awesome hits this game. Okay, that guy's gone. 3 players left. No, you don't. Get that out of here. But at the end of the day, it's a change that's going to happen inevitably, and so we just hopefully got to get used to it. Fortnite is going to change no matter what, and times are changing too. The world is a crazy place, and Fortnite's got to adapt. We have to adapt. So let's see how they take care of this, and oh, there we go. Yep. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace. Moss Saber out.